we don't claim to be experts. We're not the best presenters. We're not the
What?
A1 speakers. We don't claim
What?
to be the best. We just are. But yeah, and just to show that you don't have to be have to be a fantastic presenter to share a brilliant idea.
Yeah, well, that's a fact, right? Because I mean, I'm a pretty good idea and creation guy as far as coming up with these plans, but I don't think I'm the best presenter out there. So I'm looking forward, and I think everybody else is looking forward to hearing from you as well, and seeing some different perspectives that we're gonna. And by the way, folks, over the next this week, well, this week's almost done. We're already. I can't believe we're already at Thursday, and I've had such a busy week, talking to my tech guys, getting every time you launch a new system, there's one or two things that or more that you don't expect to happen that generally happen. But so far, it's been such a smooth transition from Co-op to Co-op20. It's been very excited. People are excited. I know you've got some teammates, Greg, because you're just Greg's actually transitioning from a full-time job, which he's very happy to be done with. His last day in the employee-employer relationship field, which is your 9 to 5 or whatever the hours are, your job. Greg is now done with that, and it's my belief that you're going to be done with that forever. And you, just as you were getting ready to end your work. Actually, you didn't end your work. Your work ended you, which is what happens to so many people. It was fortunate because we ran into one another.
Absolutely, yes. And this is where faith comes into play a lot. And where for those of you who don't know, I'm actually also a minister in my church. So my whole life has been grounded in faith, and I've been down this road before where bosses have told me, thank you for your service, but they really don't doesn't mean much, and you're out on your own, and the opportunity just landed exactly when it was supposed to. It came about exactly when it was supposed to. I was literally sitting thinking, wow, okay, what am I going to do about my future, and how is this going to, impact my life? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to eat? And this was about three weeks ago. And I just happened to be scrolling through my social media, and there, Miss Marina Favitt's a video just popped up, and it's like, hey, this is interesting. Next thing you know, my whole family is involved. They're all got their three, and they're excited, and they're getting going. I'm sure my sister's in here somewhere also, because she's really excited to get going. My son is also, he's raring to get going, as well as friends and family and those guys. And the more excited we get about an opportunity, the more excited you rub off on people. And
Yeah, for sure.
I truly believe that the my future is set. And this is my future, and it was supposed to happen this way. I don't believe in something called coincidence at all. We are exactly where we are supposed to be at all times. It is just our ability to recognize the opportunity when it comes along. And I'm so glad I grabbed this one, both arms, legs, all my appendages. I just latched onto it, and we're running with it. And I couldn't be in a better space right
Yeah.
now, and very excited for what this means. And this is what I'm going to be talking about a little later also, about it's not about the money. It's about what it means to us. And that's
Well,
I'm going
and
to
that's the thing, right?
touch on
It's
that.
it's it's not just about the money. And you talk about the universe, and I've mentioned this a few times on some of the webinars that we've done. The universe is listening. If you believe in where in the direction you're going, you have 100% belief in the direction you're going, the universe is going to turn around and reward you in kind. And you need to look for the tools. When you ask for something and you do it in a generous way and in a genuine way, the universe is going to provide you with the tools. So you have to look for those tools. So we're very happy that you're with us right now. And it looks like it's getting ready to, it is the top of the hour. So give me
Yeah.
1 second. I'm going to make an announcement. and then I'm going to turn it over to you, and you can do you can share your screen, do all the things you need to do. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, David T. Rosen here, founder and creator of the co-op ecosystem and all of these great co-op programs that we've got going on right now. Very happy that you're with us on this particular webinar on a beautiful Thursday. And in South Africa, it's ending winter. Here in Canada, we're ending summer. So it's like the upside down thing going on here, but it feels like summer here in Canada right now. As we got 30-degree weather, and it's supposed to be the end of summer. But here's the thing, guys. You don't see Marina's face on here today. You want to know why? It's her birthday. And we couldn't be happier that it's Marina's birthday today. I see all the hearts coming up and the applause. Thank you. And Marina is out there listening in the universe because she knows how much you guys all care about her. And I talked to her just about 10 minutes before the start of the webinar. And I can tell you 100% she's definitely enjoying her birthday right now. She's got some pink gin or something like that she said that's going on. And she's definitely enjoying her birthday. I'll let her know that all you guys said happy birthday and all the hearts and so on and so forth. She's looking forward to getting back on the next call. And if you are a part of Marina's team, I say this every time that I'm in front of Marina. If you are a part of Marina's team, you are a very, very fortunate individual. She is a tremendous leader. We couldn't be happier here at Co-op that she has taken Co-op and put it under her wing and has taken the time to actually understand it. And that's the most important thing, folks, is you got to take the time to understand it. And as you guys, because I can see what's going on, I can see the registrations going up and up and up and up. And I know that you guys are starting to understand it. We're brand new, so I don't expect you to understand everything in one day, but I can see that you're getting it, and it's totally, totally awesome. It's also my pleasure today to introduce Greg Schuurman. Greg, as you just heard, he was unceremoniously dumped from his job. Friday was his last day. And because he was unceremoniously dumped from his job, it is our benefit because Greg's going to be doing some of the presentations moving forward. He's going to be doing his very first presentation today. So give him a warm welcome. And Greg he's experienced. So this is not his first rodeo. He's experienced. He'll probably tell you a little bit about that. He's got a great voice. He's done a video that many of you have already seen. And it's helping you guys to understand what co-op's all about. Greg, welcome to the team. Welcome aboard. Your very first webinar for Co-op. Let's get it on.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, David. And a hearty welcome to everybody that's joined us, especially if it's the first time here. Prepare yourself and prepare your families because you're most likely not going to sleep tonight because for one of two reasons. Either this is going to bug you for the rest of this evening to say, it's like, what was this guy talking about? And the pennies are going to drop. And the second reason why you're not going to sleep is you're going to really be starting to think about, man, I'm going to go dust off my dreams, like it says in that video. And I do see the love going out for that video there. It's a lot of heart went into that, and there's a whole lot more of that that's going to keep coming there. So I'm really excited to share that skill set with everybody, and that's why I did this. That's why I did the video because the questions that keep coming up and that keep getting raised about, especially about Coop20, is that, what is it about? This looks like every other thing that I've seen before. And today we're going to put those little myths aside because everything that you're going to see here is based on fact. I've only been exposed to this for a very short period of time, but those facts will speak for themselves. And if after the end of this presentation you still don't believe it, you can still go and try it and prove it to yourself, and that's the impeccability, if that is even a word, of the system that we have here. So it's just truly amazing, and just prepare to have your mind blown, as we keep telling people. I get my mind blown every time I see see a presentation, and I'm sure that I'm going to take something out of this presentation, even though I'm doing it myself also. So yeah, really glad to have you all here. This is really the platform that that you can rely on and depend on to bring your new prospects to, because this is where us as panelists, we have the knowledge in the background of it. We have the expert here, and David also, and he's here to help and guide us. Although we don't need to understand 100% of everything that's going on, especially when it comes to the numbers. I'm one of those kind of people that I like to read the story behind the numbers, and I want to understand everything before I go ahead and jump in and go and dive into things. I had to unlearn that in this process also, because the good stuff and the basic stuff that we learn is so amazing that it overshadows us trying to go and calculate, okay, what percentage am I going to get paid, and they're doing all those calculations. We really don't need to know all of those things just yet, but the fundamentals and the basics of it is that Coop20 is going to change your life, and it's going to change the lives of those people that want that you are close to. Because I bet if we asked every single person that's here tonight, what is your biggest dream and what's your biggest goal? And everybody will inadvertently say, besides what we want to do for ourselves and those little selfish reasons that we want to get ahead, the one big thing is like, I want to help people. And this is a tool, and this is a mechanism. It is a vehicle that allows us to do that. It really is a platform that we can base everything in our future on, to allow us to put us in a position to be able to help everybody, and wherever and whenever we can. So without further ado, I'm gonna just share my screen very quickly, and so I can present to you what we've been seeing. Whoops, I've just changed myself, and we are recording, and I'm going to share this screen over here and share. And can we all see that? Yep. Okay, we got a thumbs up. Like I said, Coop20 is actually a subsidiary, but we'll get to that and get to those lovely and beautiful things like it explains in that video that I made. But the main thing is, does it say low? Let me get rid of that. Coop20 is going to change your life. And it is changing lives as we speak. For those of you who've been around a little while, and so we've seen Marina share her back office with us, and it's truly incredible that in such a short space of time that she was able to amass so much money in her wallet. And that is our striving. And like she said on, I think it was in yesterday's meeting, that she wants us to surpass her. That is my goal. I want to make more money than her, and for completely unselfish reasons. But Coop20 is really going to change your life, and be prepared for what you're going to see here today, because it is very, very exciting. And what I wanted to focus on are the facts about what Coop20 is, and how it is different from anything that you've ever seen before. Because that is the number one, what's the word I'm looking for? The number one backlash that you're going to get from everybody that you speak to. It's like, I've seen these things before. People see triangles, and then they get caught up in this, like, no, it's a pyramid. Hardly anybody knows what a pyramid scheme really is. They can't even define it. But here's where we're going to change your perception of what we are doing over here, and why we are so excited about this whole project. So number one thing is that Coop20 is one of those opportunities where you are rewarded for any effort that you put in. For simply registering, you will be able to generate a sustainable income. Although it may take some time to get there, and it'll be over a period of time, and you're going to rely on the efforts of other people to get there. This is one of the only opportunities where simply for registering, you don't even need to recruit anybody into the into the business to receive a sustainable income. You can make $1,854 by simply being an affiliate member, but just getting in without understanding a thing. It's literally, I'm registered and sit back and watch and let's see what happens. Eventually you will get to this point where you will be able to earn $1,854 a month, every 28 days, and that's quite a bit of money. In South Africa, where I'm from, that's around about just under 30,000 rand, and that you can make a decent living out of that. Your expenses are covered, etc., and things. And this is the important fact here. It's like your efforts are always rewarded. No recruitment is required to get a sustainable income. However, if you are one of those folks who really who see the opportunity, and you go out there and share this with your friends, your family, you will be able to get unlimited earnings, especially when you start unlocking those extra and those additional bonuses. When your three people have got their three, that is when you unlock a whole world of earnings and multiple income streams, which you will enjoy the benefits from. And what another fact about this business is, you do the effort one time and you'll get paid for the rest of your life and into future generations. And that leaves a legacy for you and your family that you can bequeath. You can literally live with this. We're going to be around in the next at least 100 years, until new technology will take over, and we have Coop20 in a different kind of format, but it will still be around, still be paying you and your family and the generations to come. What is Coop20 really about, and what is it? What is the product that we have? And David will hopefully cover this later, because I'm sure he's got some exciting news for us about what the product is in Coop20, and it's going to be launched on the 15th of October this year, where the AI Resource Hub is going to help you build and grow any kind of business that you have. Everything that we do nowadays, if you're not online, you don't exist. And if your business is not online, you don't exist. And a lot of us, some of the older generation, even, I'm quite au fait with these things. But there's a lot of folks that, if I had to speak to my mom about this, she's from a completely different generation. And she just recently learned how to use WhatsApp, for crying out loud. And it takes people a while to get used to the changing technology. I mean, my son grew up in a world that he doesn't know a world without cell phones. Technology is moving so fast, but AI is definitely the. We've seen how it has overtaken everything that we touch, even though we don't even recognize it. The product that is being developed is going to help you build your business by using the technology that's available to us to bring us new leads. If that is your business that you want to go into, I'm a big believer in customer service. That's been my life since I started working in 1994. My first job as a waiter. I've always been interested in customer service, and I had a mission one day to change the landscape of customer service, and this is going to help me to build that business and to allow me to get clients and to help them understand what your customer really wants. And this is what the AI technology is all about. It's going to help build your business by generating leads, allowing you to get hits on your website, whatever it is that you require. That AI resource hub is going to be there to be able to assist you in the form of CRM, and how to speak to your customers, and all those wonderful things. Those things that we in the old days used to, or older days, I shouldn't say, it wasn't too long ago, we used to have to pick up those hand dial phones, and it took you an hour to dial a number, and you used to use a Rolodex. Now it is at your fingertips, and things just happen in the background. This is what it can do for you. More about that once we get to closer to the 15th of November, and I'm very excited about what it will be able to do for us. Like I said, it's going to launch on the 15th of November, but what does it cost us? A mere $20. And I spoke last time about the risk of joining Coop20. What is the risk? You're risking $20. And if you have $20, which you can spend, I mean, our children can spend that in less than a few seconds. For $20, you can literally change the life of your future generations. So what is the risk to you? And which is why we have this beautiful thing. I'm going to jump around a bit where I want to talk about this pay it forward. What does it cost us really? What is the risk to us? We have this beautiful system called the pay it forward system where we can help those in need to get them on board in the meantime. I am personally, for my team, I have a great incentive that I'm running for them, and it's use it, don't use it, and it's a risk that I'm willing to take. I'm incentivizing my team to say it's like, hey, if you're a bit skeptical about getting in, I'll tell you what, I'll pay your registration for you, and if you can bring us 3 people before your 28 days is up, you don't have to pay me back. Because guess why? We'll get to the money side of it in a little bit, because you and I and everybody and 4 other people above us are all going to benefit from the work that is going to be done and all the subscriptions that are going to be paid. And that is the beauty of the system. You can now go ahead and really, really help somebody and really move forward for them and get them on board without them even having to spend a cent and without taking many risks. So what else have we got in Coop20? Please, folks, I'm going to jump around a lot. So I hope you're following me here. But what is Coop20? So here's fact number 1. Coop20 is the world's first 3x6. We've seen those ones before. Re-entry, follow me cooperative. What does that mean? 3x6 is the matrix that helps that is a structure that the company uses to allow us to get paid 6 levels deep. So a person who has joined us, today, like Marina showed her back office the other day, and she, down to 6 levels, she is getting paid by all of those GBOs, which is the global business owners or business entities. A portion of that is going through to 6 different people. Every time you pay your $20 subscription on a monthly basis, 6 people are being helped. And what is even more amazing about that is that 100% of that $20 is accounted for. There's no product that needs to be purchased, or David isn't funding his business and all the back office and all of those administration fees that we hear about. None of that is happening there. 100% of everything that is being paid by the subscription is getting paid to other cooperatives, 6 of them in fact, and that is a true cooperative. We are cooperating with each other to enrich each other. There's a gentleman that always used to tell me, your success is my success, and kept on telling us, like, we're not even in the same ballpark. You're doing this kind of business and I'm doing something else. So that is irrelevant. If you're successful, I'm going to be successful because of the relationship that we have. And here it is really come to light where your success in this business is also my success. We can be in completely different teams. We can be in completely different parts of the world. But every success that you have, your first sign up, we celebrate that, because your success there is all of our success. And that is the great thing about Coop20. It almost forces you to help other people and help and it forces you to help other people because you're helping yourself. Because there's such a beautiful thing that was in the presentation. Like I said, I'm going to be jumping around a bit, but yeah, I'll get to it, I'm sure, again. But that is the true nature of a cooperative. It's people helping people, and you can see it happen in your back office. As soon as you open it up, you can see it happening there. What we also have is a cooperative income system, like I just explained, and it's an affiliate income model, and we use the system so that everybody can get paid in the whole process. Like I said, 100% of your money, that is of the money that is being paid into the subscription, goes to help another business, and it replaces. And this is fact number two. MLM systems have been around for ages and they've all failed. I think the average earnings, and annual earnings for most of them is around $20. And the very few are really successful in it and really make it big. And as it's human nature that we speak about the heavy hitters. We always speak about the guy that's made the most money. If you go for a job interview and say, it's like, hey, is this a sales job? Yes, it's a sales job. How much can you make on average? They always talk about the top salesperson who's, he's a rock star, but not everybody's like that. And let's speak about the averages. And the average is not fantastic. And this is where Coop20 is very different. So fact number two, we have replaced the outdated and failed MLM models of the past by using this cooperative income system, so that Marina, in fact, has out-earned David in Coop20 already, and we're only 3 days in, and that is the income potential that you have here. If you work hard and you drive this business, because this is a driver business, and let's say, for instance, I sit back and I'm waiting I've got my 3 and I'm just going to hang back, but you get a rock star like Marina who's going to go full tilt and throw 100 people into this business, paying it forward, and whichever way she does it, she can out-earn me even though she's in my team. And that is the true, it's really a wonderful testament to how the system is built and how it's put together, that it really, really rewards you for all of your efforts that you make. So we've covered the pay it forward already. What is even better is we don't deal with banks. We are our own bank. David owns this bank, and what is amazing is that this bank is not going to go anywhere. You have a wallet in your back office. If you've joined this business, you have a wallet in your back office that is yours, and it also belongs to David and to the company. Nobody is going to come and take it away from us and say, "Oh, we don't like what you guys are doing anymore, and we're going to take this away from you now," or the fees has gone up, so much that we can't afford to pay it anymore. We own that system, and it's not going to go anywhere. And what's amazing about it is it's in-house. There are no third parties involved. They have no control over the incoming and the outgoing payments. Your wallet is yours, and you can get access to 100% of your money anytime. If you go into your back office right now and there's $1 there for you, it is not getting borrowed out to somebody else, over and over, and then getting leveraged and percentages added to it. There's none of that happens in the back office. If you want that $1, if you want that $100, if you want that $100,000 that you want to withdraw today, it's there and it's ready and it's available to you. It's nobody else's. You have access to it right away. Another fact: you do not have to worry about where your money is going or whether it is going to be taken away from you. It is yours, and you are the only one that can access it. You're the only one that can withdraw it. Fantastic, a fantastic system. It's really something that is next level. It really puts your mind at ease and gives me a great level of comfort to know that when I go in and look at my wallet, I am the one that has control over that. The only deductions that's going to come off that is my monthly subscriptions, my 28-day subscriptions. And I'm happy to pay those because it means I get access to the next month. For the next 28 days, I've got access to all of those bonuses and all of the daily payments that is going to come through to me. And that is what we really are. We're a subscription service. It's like we subscribe to something, just like you do with your Netflix, with all of the other different subscription services, your mobile phone. You pay a monthly subscription for what? For access to the network. Here in Coop20, you pay your $20 for access to all of the wonderful things. The AI resource hub is going to come later, but you get access to all of the bonuses, all of the benefits, and all of the wonderful things that those funds are available, that is going to be available to you. You get paid 100% of everything that you earn, and it's always there and available to you. So there are two types of memberships that we have. There's actually a third one, but we don't want to talk about that one because that doesn't earn you real money. The third one that is not on the slide over here is the earn while you learn. Oh, sorry, learn while you earn, or the free subscription is where you can prove it to yourself. You can go in and invite people, and it will show you how you are able to make, how much money you would be able to make if those people were to join. But we'll talk about that now, and we'll use those. We use that as a tactic for our skeptics, people that don't understand it, and it's like, oh, I'm not convinced about it. So I said, hey, try it for yourself. Go and invite 3 people on the system. It's not real money, but you can see it and prove it to yourself that it actually does work. And once they capture 3 email addresses, like, there's money there. That's mine. I can see $24 in my wallet, and it says there, big bold, it says there, not accessible right now. And that is a trigger. That's what actually triggered me. So I thought, this really works. And once I paid, and once my 3 people paid, boom, the funds were readily available and I could withdraw it. And that is when you become an active member. And like I said earlier, just for being an active member, you will be able to earn a sustainable income over for the rest of your life. It'll take a while to get to the bigger money, but an active member can earn through this process. So again, your risk is lowered. Your $20 is going to bring you an income, and you don't have to worry about it anymore because your $20 is covered. As soon as 3 people join your business, you have enough funds to cover. You're in profit. But where you really want to be and where the real magic happens is when you become a qualified member. And that is when you have 3 members that have joined you, whether they're friends, family, the guy that's down the street, whoever it is that's joined you and your personal signups. You become a qualified member when your 3 get 3, and that unlocks a world of income streams. So many that even, we're that in the business for a little while, we don't even know all of those income streams. We're just happy to receive the money. Like I said, we'll understand it later, but that doesn't matter to us. We are here to drive the business. And like I said, in my position, do I have a choice? Do I have anything else to fall back on? No, and I really don't want one either. I'm happy to be a qualified member, and I'm happy to drive this business and help others to make a success out of them also. But it is hugely rewarding. I love these words here. It's hugely rewarding because your efforts are truly rewarded. You don't have to go and sign up 100 people just to hit double diamond to get 1% of the global share, which is really not meaning much. There's no major criteria like that. You don't have to go out and put in all of that effort and make other people rich. This is for you, and this is for your people that's in your team, and the 6 people that's above you also. Qualified member is where you want to be. So go out and get those 3. You have 28 days. But some people do it in a lot faster than that because of the great opportunity that they see in Coop20. What does it take? You really have to work incredibly hard. You need to register one time out of pocket for $20, and you need to help 3 people do the same. Yep, that's about it. That's as hard as you got to work. But your efforts will be rewarded. Sometimes we think about, it's, if I had to ask folks, hey, let's have a get together this weekend, they can think of 30 people that they can call right now and get along and get going. Ask them to share an opportunity like this, and it's like that cell phone, that mobile phone that they've got, it becomes it becomes a 10-ton brick. It's like, oh, who am I going to speak to this about? And this is the danger. This is what has happened previously with other opportunities. it scared us away when people sometimes people you've all got that friend who's like, hey, I've got to tell you about this opportunity. It's like, oh, not again. You know, we all got that one friend that, every little shiny little object. Yes, you got to get in this. This is the next best thing. It's like, and what happened? Hmm. I'll tell you what happened to me personally. In Coop20, I've made more money in Coop20 in the last 3 days than I have in 6 other opportunities that I joined previously combined. That's the difference. That's another fact you can share with your folks. It really is what you need and what you need to change your life. And all the skeptics, we can prove it to them. They may be late to the party, and if they take a while to get it, but a lot of people want to say, prove it to me, show me that it works. And it's like, okay, if you don't want to do it yourself, or you don't want to prove it to yourself by try it before you buy it, I'll show you. And then here we go. I've made money in this. When can we expect you to sign up? So, like I said, 100% of the funds that is paid in gets paid out to the 6 businesses. 50% goes into the cooperative. 25% goes to the inviters. So that's and 13 times a year, which is a fantastic thing, because if you personally invite folks, and that is why it's a driving business, you open up millions and millions of dollars in royalties, and it just keeps on coming and keeps on coming. We'll talk more about that later, but we don't want to talk about the millions. We want to help you just pay your bills. And like I did, I was able to fill up my car with fuel before the price increase happened here in South Africa on Wednesday, and I was so happy to do that. That is what it can do. Then also 50%, like I said, goes to the cooperative, and you're helping 6 businesses that are above you, and 25% qualified royalties. All those folks who have three, who have driven the business, they get those extra bonuses. So 100% of your funds of the $20, all the $20 gets paid out into the ecosystem, which is fantastic. It doesn't go to admin fees. There's no secretary that has to sit there and type out all of the admin, and that demands a high salary. It stays in the business. So here's some very important information. Your subscription is paid every 28 days. I almost said every $20. $20 membership subscription every 28 days. You want to pay your subscription because it gives you access to all of these wonderful benefits. You receive between 30 and 50% from your personal people that you've invited, irrespective of where they fall in your matrix, and even outside of your matrix. If you personally invited people, you get the benefit of that. You receive your royalties 13 times a year. So your 13th check is built into the system already. You don't have to worry about a 13th check or bonus. That's why we subscribe every 28 days. Very clever in the way that it's been done. Your 13th check is built in. You receive an ever increasing income, and it's unlimited. And you can take this business anywhere in the world. In most countries in the world, it is available to you. You are able to generate and grow. If you've got a friend that's sitting anywhere in this world, send the opportunity. And it's like, hey, take a look at this. We really want you to get involved. I care about you, and I really want you to make a success of it. Global sales territory. There are no limits because we're an online business too. So how does it work? I'm going to show you here. It's like there's some caveats that I want to share with you. It's like you're going to see some big numbers over here. I don't want you to get scared away about it. We are going to stop at 9 days through this whole thing. I want to show you how we're going to get to $9,000 in 9 days. In our terms, in South African terms, that's close to 170,000 rand that could come into every 28 days. But I just want to show you how quickly we can get to a point where we have a sustainable income. And if you drive this business cleverly, and if you do it properly, and you become a qualified member, all you need to do is do your 2 steps. And here's where you are going to start earning. It can take some people a day, but you have 28 days to get your 3 people. But let's use one day as an example. We get excited about this. Day 1, Three people have joined your business. You're a qualified member. Sorry, you registered and you invited your three friends. You have three people in your business and your first level is sorted. You are now in profit. Remember, you've paid $20 and you've made $24. I'm $4 in profit. I don't have to worry about my subscription ever again. It's paid for. What's my risk? It went down to zero, absolute zero. I'm actually making a profit. That's the first day. Your three folks that you joined in, they get excited about the opportunity and they put their three in. Your three have three, and you are now a qualified member and you get to receive the maximum royalties. All those extra bonuses that we spoke about, you are now able to get access to that. You will earn $33 in total. And because your three have got three, they're just a week behind you. They're at this stage over here. They're on $24. Their subscription is paid for. Risk zero. Day two, you're on $33 and your team has grown now to 9 global. You have 9 businesses over here. You have a total of 12 businesses, all where you are receiving royalties from. Let's jump ahead. They get excited. It's day 3 in your business. It's day 1 for these guys over here, day 2 for these guys. On day 3, you're earned up to $88 with 39 people in your team. Let's jump ahead. The next day comes along. They get excited. They get their 3. 81 new businesses join, and you are earning $193 on day 4. I want to stand up. I'm getting so excited about these numbers. So at day 5, oops, I'm jumping ahead. Day 5, your level 4 folks get excited, and their 3 join in. 243 new businesses are all paying you royalties. You will earn $534. And remember, all of these guys are just 1 week behind each other, all these levels. They're also seeing the money in their wallet in their back office. On day 6, you will earn $2,283 sitting over here. All of that from royalties that you know. And what did you do? What did you have to do? You had to sweat, slave, and really roll up your sleeves and do 2 things: register and get 3 people. That's as hard as you had to work. And this is the opportunity that is being unlocked. But then something incredible happens. It's new, and this is fact number 3 that you can share with your folks. This has never been done before, and it is immensely rewarding. I want to change this word to immensely, because what happens is, once you remember, we're a 3x6 matrix. Here is your three people across and 6 people down. Your matrix is full, but this is only the beginning. What happens next is, everyone that you signed up, look, you don't have to re-sign them. They're already in your ecosystem. Those 3 folks get added to your business again, and we open up a new matrix right next to the other one and duplicate it. So on day 7, you'd actually earn $3,158. You don't have to do the work again. And all the people that have been signed up in your team follow you. Your team gets re-entered as we go along. On day 8, again, no new signups. It's all the team that already exists in your ecosystem. $5,126 in your wallet. And your guys that you signed up, they're just 1 week behind you. And there's that magic number, $9,000 in 9 days. It's possible. In fact, I'm looking forward to the day that it's going to get done, because we're only about 3-4 days into the live system. And this continues to happen over and over and over, earning you more money and more money and more money as your team follows you in. So that's where it comes. That's the explanation of what Coop20 is. 3x6, follow me, re-entry. So it keeps on duplicating and duplicating and duplicating. And for those statisticians and the numbers folks like myself, this is the payouts that happens on each of those levels. But does it matter? It's like, I'm not worried about these percentages and how much of that 700. I'm looking at these numbers over here. That number over there is more important to me. It's like, does it mean I'll get money in my wallet? Yes, thanks very much. I don't need to go and do the calculations for it. My number, every 28 days, that number just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And as a Co-op affiliate member, remember, and just an affiliate member, not a driver, you can earn $1,854 without recruiting a single person, just by being a member. And again, what's the risk? $20 that you put in. If you're earning 1,854, your subscription is paid. This will just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. Unfortunately, the bonuses won't be available to you, but I'm sure once you see this kind of money in your wallet, you will take action, and you'll want to jump in. And so will all the skeptics. So what happens then next is, this is your first co-op. Remember, we went this is day 1 to 6 over here, and this is day 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to day 12. This keeps on happening. As soon as you fill a matrix, it duplicates. Fill a matrix, it duplicates. And this goes on to infinity. That is why we can not only claim, but we can show you that you can have an infinite and unlimited income through this process. And I love saying this, but wait, there's more. But we'll get to the more part very soon. So what do you need to do? You need to register and lock in your position. We have gone live. Compression has happened, so we have a matrix that's established. But the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. When's the next best time to plant a tree? Today. So get planting on your trees today, and we can build on your business, build on those dreams, build on getting those things done. I know I tend to waffle a lot, but I'm going to try and get to as many people and many of the facts as possible. But let's keep it simple also. We've got those 3 facts that you need to stick to and that you can share with people. You need to immediately lock in your position to be part of this. Get access to those benefits. Register no longer from the dashboard. We actually have a Coop20 dashboard now, which looks great. It's fantastic. It shows you how much money you got in your wallet and how many people are in your business. It's really great. And yes, we actually passed Tuesday. First paid position, first to pay to be positioned. We've been positioned. We've gone through this, and I'll skip over the slide actually. But Coop20 really shows you that there's no limits to how much money you can earn. But the real magic comes in once we get to the point where we start earning this money over here, which it seems like it's going to be far off. But if you drive this business properly, it's not that far away. Like I said, this can be done in 9 days. You can get to $9,000. What it really does is, and I'm going to stop sharing. Stop share. There we go. What really is significant about this business is that once Coop20 starts earning you enough funds, it is the gateway to co-op business, which is the ecosystem that is already in existence there, where you can get paid so much more than we have here. But we don't want to focus on how much money that is going to be. All I wanted to share with you is, like, what does it mean when you actually start earning this kind of money? It means you don't have to worry about the bills that are coming up at the end of the month. You don't have to, when it's your turn to pay the tab at the restaurant, you can just tell your friends, hey, no, I got this. I got this round, and the next one, and the next one. What it means is I've got the freedom to go and travel and go and visit my friends and family wherever they are in the world. What else does it mean? I can go and experience things that I've always wanted to go and experience. I shared with the team earlier that I've never been out of South Africa, and I'm so looking forward to it's Soccer World Cup that's coming up, and it's in USA, Canada, 2026. I'm looking forward to going to that. I'm looking forward to going to eat pizza in Italy. I'm looking forward to actually going to experience all of these wonderful things. Me and my son, we want to go and drive on the Autobahn. So looking forward to that. We also want to do Nürburgring. He's gaming and he's racing and doing the racing games. I want to go and have experienced the real thing. I want to go ski in the Swiss Alps. I really want to go. I have no idea what I'm doing or why it's such an attractive thing, but it's something that I want to experience. I was now able to dust off all of my dreams and I can get going with it because of the platform that has been provided for me, that has landed in my laps coincidentally. And amazing things are going to happen, and amazing things are going to happen for you and for your family. And just hold on to your seats. In Germany, they say, hold on to your Lederhosen, that little funny thing. Hold on tight because it's going to be a joyride of note. I think I've covered most of most of what has been done. If there's anything gaps that you want to pull up there, David.
No, you did a great job, Greg, and people got it. You went through all the slides. And by the way, folks, Greg was just using some slides that I had sent to him, and they were all jumbled, as you could see. They didn't have any proper format or anything. So great job on that, Greg. Greg's going to do more and more presentations, and with Greg's marketing background and some of the other key members that we've got that are part of the team, we're going to get that presentation narrowed down because, folks, listen, it's $20 one time out of pocket. It's completing 2 simple doable steps. How long does it really take to say those things, right? Like the entire system and everything that you need to do to create a predictable, ongoing passive income that can last you a lifetime can actually be explained in under 5 seconds. Register in Co-op20, complete the 2 steps. Let's get busy with it. That's the whole thing. That's the entire thing that we need to do in Co-op20. And you see, I'm talking about me as well, because, if you're on Tuesday's webinar, I'm still trying to get caught up to all of the things that we've got on the site. Marina was actually filling me in on some of the things that we've got on the site. So listen, man, what we've got going on here is this starts to sink in. As it really starts to sink in, and you stop getting in your own way, because most of us get in our own way. And for the longest period of time, I was even getting in my own way when I was doing the presentations, because as I say, it's so simple that it can be explained in 5 seconds. But yet I'd have you guys on here for an hour webinar, and half the time you leave and they're scratching your head saying, what did he say? When everything that needs to be said in a very short period of time. So listen, can we see some hearts, some applause for Greg for his very first co-op presentation, not his last? Greg, thank you very much, because this was awesome. And I remember the first presentation that I did, and because usually I'm the one who's look at all those hearts and all those applause, man. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. You're a star, you're a stud. And I know that we've done a great. We did the whole team a great service in letting you and having you join us, not only as a participant in co-op business, but having you volunteering to want to do these presentations. Thank you very much, you, Marina, Vivian, Nina, and so many other people that have already put up their hands. Elvis. We've got people in Latin America. Listen, folks, we're getting, as soon as we get this presentation down, we're going to translate it into multiple languages. And, we launched on Tuesday, and I don't know if you're on or not, but when we launched on Tuesday, check it out. When we launched on Tuesday, we launched live. We made the site live while we were on the air, and it went smooth as glass. It was a perfect launch while we were on the air, because when you do something live, listen, man, you're putting your neck out there to get chopped off. My program team did an awesome job. And here's the thing. When people logged in, it was almost like one of those stunned silences. What am I looking at? Look at those numbers. Is that how much I've received? Is it real money? Can I withdraw it? Can I actually pay my rent with that? And yesterday was the true test, because people withdrew their money. People that earn money, they withdrew their money if they needed to. You don't have to withdraw your money, because this is, in my personal, humble, unbiased opinion, this is probably your money in Co-op Wallet is probably more secure in Co-op Wallet than it is in a bank, because we hold all of your money. 100% of your money is there. We don't reinvest it. We don't try and make an extra point or an extra two, using your money like banks do. All your money's always there. So when you want it, it's there. When you need it, it's there. When you need to pay your bills, it's there. When you want to buy a new Rolls Royce, it's there. When you want to buy that new house, it's there. When you want to take your children horseback riding, it's there. When you want to help your favorite cause, it's there. And just like all of the dreams that Greg just talked about, you guys have dreams. You have dreams. Unpack them. Think about them. Put them back in the forefront of your mind. Think about all those dreams that are way back there. Folks, man, I keep telling myself every time I get on these calls, David, keep it calm, keep yourself down, stay in your seat, put your seatbelt on. I can't. It's just too crazy when I think about everything that's going on. Greg, man, you got a team that you've only been building for like 3 days right now. Tell me, man, what are your teammates saying?
So two things my teammates are saying is that they contacted me more now because the penny has dropped and they want to get going with it and they need the help. And I've got 2 scheduled calls tomorrow morning early, and I'm really excited for that because it wasn't only as like, Greg told us to join this thing and it's just one side now. Now it's like, wait a minute, I see the potential in this, and now they're getting involved, which is fantastic. That's the one thing. And second thing is like, there's money in my back office already.
Right.
Because the folks that I brought in,
your team's already got spillover, right?
They've got spillover. I've seen people in my back office that I've never met before in my life. So it's like, hey,
you got spillover.
I've got spillover. My first 3 have got spillover. It is just amazing how quickly this has happened. And the big important thing there is, I keep telling them, this is only day 3. We're right at the beginning. We haven't properly marketed this process yet. Imagine what it's going to look like at the end of this month, at the end of this year, which is why I'm excited about the goal that I have of getting 25 people to fire their bosses by the end of this year. And I'm probably going to need to revise that. I should make it 250. But that's my
higher, actually. You should make it way higher.
Much higher. Yeah.
Way higher.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And by the way, folks, I'm not trying to exaggerate things. And anyone who's known me for any period of time, I say things. And a lot of times when I say things, people that don't know me, they look at me and they say, David, how could you say something like that? Whether it's something that's in my personal life, whether it's something I've done, whether it's how fast my cars can go, whether it's how much money you can make from my systems, I say things. And people look at me and they say, listen, Dave, man, you don't have to exaggerate. Like, I mean, what you're saying is already exciting enough. And then all of a sudden, those same people that think I'm exaggerating, they run into a person that was actually in the car with me when I said that my car goes that speed. Or they might have been at an event that I was at when something happened at that event and the other party confirms the event that I was at. Or from a business perspective, when we say that do this, and you're going to get that, and people think that, no, it can't be true. And then all of a sudden somebody comes around and says, hey, listen, David, man, I want to thank you for introducing me to that business. You said do this, and do that, and I'm going to get this. And dude, you were bang on. So these things that we're saying right now, you see, when you tell the truth, you never have to remember, right? It's only when you tell a lie that you have to remember. And anybody who's been around me for 22 years while we've been online, if I told a story in 2001, that story that I told is the exact same story today, because you don't forget the truth. You forget lies, but you don't forget the truth. So folks, when I'm telling you right now that you're in for something that is way bigger than most people's minds can comprehend. And I'm not saying that in a way to make you like say that you can't think. Like, people cannot fathom a multi-million-dollar income. It just doesn't make any sense because, we're starting off with such a low amount. We're saying, hey, listen, for 77 cents a day, for 77 cents a day and invite 3 friends to join you for 77 cents a day, by Christmas, you could probably be a multimillionaire. It's like, come on, dude. Like, you don't just tell me I'm going to make $1,000, right? But you're going to make more than $1,000, right? So that's why I want you guys to get busy with it. I want you to believe in the system. You see, you don't have to believe anything that Greg says here. You don't have to believe anything that I say. You don't have to believe anything that Marina says. The only thing that you have to believe is yourself, right? So if you go and you do those 2 steps, you register for a one-time out-of-pocket $20, and you help 3 or more register for a one-time out-of-pocket $20, and your team continues to grow. You see, the proof happens immediately. If you register 3 people right now, you know, your dashboard is going to say that you got $24 there. And if they register 3 people before the end of the day, and they register 3 people before the end of the day, your dashboard is going to say you got $88. By the time tomorrow comes around, you're going to see that money in your wallet. And if you wanted to withdraw it, you could withdraw it and take your friends out for dinner. Not a very good dinner, but you can take them out for dinner, right? So the proof is right there. You, not me, you get to prove everything that we're saying, because when we say you can do these things, you actually can. And that is the thing that just got my mind blown all out of proportion. And I know what's in store for all you guys. Listen, when Marina gets on the next, as a matter of fact, some of you guys know how to get hold of Marina. Today is her birthday. She is celebrating and she is having the time of her life. You see, day 1 was Tuesday. Day 2 was yesterday. Day 3 was today. You see, day 1 was a brilliant day for Marina. Day 2 was another brilliant day for Marina. And day 3 is another brilliant day for Marina, because her financial picture has grown. Her financial picture has grown in just a couple of days. And we're not talking like $10 or $5. We're talking it's grown, right? So same thing's going to happen for you guys. Like Greg said, his people, the people who he's invited to the system, already they're seeing something that they've never seen before. Greg, after 3 days of being in co-op business, as he just said, has received more in 3 days in Coop20. I said co-op business in a moment. Wait till co-op business kicks in. Greg has received more in 3 days than he received in his entire life in 6 other programs that he was in. What? Some of you, it's the same thing, right? So listen, we're not here to try and convince you to do something. We're not here to overinflate things. We're here to try and help you to understand that your destiny, the things that you want to do in life, that new car, that new house, sending your children to the universities that you choose, those vacations, helping your community, helping your church, all of the things that you can put into your mind that you wanted to do, starting that new business. Like I had a friend over the other day, that friend who was here. Right now, she has a business, and this business is being creative. You know, she makes products from home, and then body care products, and then she sells them to her friends. And you see, in these early stages, that type of business is labor intensive and really poorly rewarding, because you got to do a lot of work for a little bit of money. But she loves it. So while she was here the other day, I said, listen, because I said, listen, you know, I got this new business that's getting ready to launch. Because it was two days before Co-op20 launched. I said, I'm going to tell you about it. And when I told her, all of a sudden, this huge smile came on her face. And the reason she got this huge smile is because she loves being creative. She loves making these products. She loves providing them to her friends. She loves getting the response back from her friends who say, I use this body care and I feel so wonderful because of it. And you put this scent in there and I smell so good. And it puts a smile on her face. So she didn't want to have to disappoint her friends and quit. Within an hour of me explaining to her what we do here, she quickly recognized that now that business that she loves, those products that she loves making, and the responses that she gets from her friends is no longer a burden. It's now a passion, right? So she's now getting to live her passion and not worrying about, well, it's not making enough money, not worrying about the fact that it takes 5 hours to make the products and she doesn't have 5 hours. You see, she doesn't have to worry about money anymore. Same thing for you. So like Greg said, dust off those dreams because those dreams are your realities. Those dreams are your realities. We're here to help. We're here to supply the platform, which is already there. It's built for you. People like Greg, we're here to help to share the platform so that you don't have to. So the only thing that you have to do is direct and let us do the connecting for you. You invite, let us do the igniting for you. That's our job, and we love it. It's our passion. Think about all the things that you want to do in your life. Think about all the people that you want to help. And man, oh man, oh man, let me tell you, over the next 10 days, we're going to have some videos that are going to share the pay it forward with you. Greg sent me a video today. It's a beautiful video. It's a 4.5-minute video that talks about co-op business. I'm going to make that available to you guys and more tools. We're on day 3. I can't even tell you the amount of smiles and happy people that we have after 3 days. And, you know, many of you were also in co-op B. And let me say this. I can't say this strongly enough. If you have your auto renew turned off in co-op B, turn it on, folks. Turn it on. Because everything that's happening in co-op 20, they're moving up into co-op B. And it's creating another form of an income for you. So, man, it's your life right now. It didn't just take a little, 90-degree turn, little, 45-degree turn. Listen, man, we did a 360 like 1,000 friggin' times. We did a 360 because your life is, if you're like Marina right now, you ever seen one of those spinning tops and you pull it and it just spins and it spins forever? That's your life right now. And it's spinning forever in a great way because it's every time it goes around, it's creating more income for you. And the beautiful thing about the income that we're creating, nobody's getting left behind, right? Nobody's getting left behind. So it's not you who's the stud or the studette that you see your income going up to $5,000 or $2,000 and $3,000, and all of your friends are at $20. No. Listen, I'm the first person in the cooperative. Greg said it earlier. I'm going to repeat it. I'm the first person in the cooperative. I created the business. I made the business so I don't have an unfair advantage over you guys. There are 20 or 30 people that actually receive more in royalties than I did. My job was build a system that people want to use and share. Folks, you are using and sharing it and you're getting rewarded. Greg, what else would you like to say before we end this webinar?
Well, David, you pretty much said it all. Again, good luck to those people who are hearing this for the first time with trying to get some sleep tonight. And really, once the penny drops, there's going to be no stopping you, and there's going to be no stopping the people that's going to be around you. All those skeptics and those
Actually,
guys,
the penny's already dropped.
Yeah, well, the dollars are dropping now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy to say
Exactly.
the dollars are
Exactly.
dropping. But
Exactly.
yeah, it's really time to take the bull by the horns. Be part of, or participate in your recovery. At almost 50 years old, I am so glad that this opportunity came around when it did, because the rest of my life and the rest of my family's life is going to be absolutely epic. And I'm hoping that I can take every single one of you that is on this webinar and more, that we're going to take everybody along for the ride. And that's what a cooperation is. That's what cooperative. That's what Co-op
Yeah.
20 is.
I see there's a few questions in here. Actually, there are more statements. Janice, throw in your email address because I don't know what your email address is.
Yeah,
And Kay,
Rose.
throw in your email address so that I know how to get a hold of you. Thai is the language of the people in Thailand. Indeed, it is. By the way, I've been to Thailand. I see Bill Matthews there. I've been to Thailand twice. I was in Phuket and I was in Bangkok. I had the time of my life both times I was there. I actually had a meeting with one of my other businesses. I paid for everybody. I took 200 people to Phuket, and we had the time of our life as we introduced everybody to Thailand. Thailand's a great place. And I didn't even get to see the best of Thailand. Next time I go to Thailand, I want to go and see the best of Thailand because you've got some of the most beautiful beaches. From what I understand, I didn't get to see the beaches. I was mostly in the downtown core and with all of the people just enjoying and drinking way too much, partying way too much, and having the time of our life there. So yeah, Thailand's a great place. I see Kay's dropped her email. I see Janice has dropped her email. Awesome. Let me copy these things. All right. I got them
Um,
copied. All right.
Rose and
Here.
Bubba was saying about I'm registered under managed account. What does that mean?
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm hoping saying it right. Baba.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So the managed account, you know, unfortunately, for the third time, and let me go back over here and stop going there. Unfortunately, for the third time, I've been doing this now for 22 years. And during the course of those 22 years, there's only been 3 people that I've had to suspend from my businesses. Imagine, we've helped over 1.2 million people in the businesses, 1.2 million people in the businesses. And because our businesses are so great, people love them, and most people do the right things. The reason why it says managed account is because the person who had that account, they abandoned it, they quit, and we've had to manage the account, which is really unfortunate for that particular individual. But listen, Rose, we're here to help you. We're going to continue to help you. You don't have to worry about that. The person that invited you to the business is no longer in the business. You've got me. You've got Greg. You've got Marina. Here in Co-op, no one is by themselves. And that is one of the most beautiful things about Co-op. We are all with somebody. It's impossible to join Co-op business and be all by yourself. You're always with a team. And when you start, you always have a team above you. And as your team continues to grow, you will have a team below you. And we are all pulling together. And guess what? We're all pulling this way. We don't have some people pulling this way and some people pulling that way. We're all pulling this way to reach that mountaintop, because you know what I discovered? Is that there is so much room on that mountaintop that it can hold all of us. All of us can fit on that mountaintop. So listen, we've got you covered. We've got your back. You know where to go when you have questions. You know where to go when you have help. And all of us, we're in it to win it together. So with that being said, and I see all the hearts coming, boy, oh boy, it just makes me feel so good. It just like, I don't even know what to say. Greg, you did an excellent job on this particular webinar. We are definitely, folks, we are not waiting until next Tuesday which is the next scheduled webinar, to have another webinar. It might even happen as soon as tomorrow. But if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's going to happen on Saturday. If it doesn't happen on Saturday, it's going to happen on Sunday. And who it might happen every day, because what we've got going on here, we need to share this every single day with people all over the world. And I know I've talked with Greg. I know I've talked with Marina. We aren't just going to have one webinar a day. We want to have multiple webinars a day. And when this webinar that can hold 3,000 people, when this fills up, we got YouTube. And guess what? YouTube can have millions of people watching us every second of every day. What we've got lined up for you folks is going to blow your mind. It's not just simply about making money. It's about making money and then knowing what to do with it. It's about making money for you so that you can take care of your family, so that you can put food on your plate, so that you can clothe your children and your husband and your wife. And it's about taking care of the causes that are dearest to you. We all have something, someone, somewhere that we want to help. For the first time in your life, you are going to find that because you are a participant in this co-op ecosystem, and if you complete these 2 simple, doable steps, you will never again have to worry about money. You will never again say, oh my goodness, I would like to help my favorite cause, but I got to pay my phone bill. No, you'll be able to do both. You see, money is our commodity here. And nobody on the planet does it better than what we've got going on here at Co-op. And it's not just about making money, because money is the transportation to get you from where you are right now to where you want to be tomorrow. Oh my goodness, Greg, I'm wound up. I feel like TD Jakes right now. I am preaching.
Absolutely, yeah. And and we are receiving.
Oh my gosh, I love all of you guys,
Enjoying it.
and I am so happy what we've got going on. Watch for the emails, watch for the posts. We are going to have another webinar. Don't know when, but it's going to be sooner rather than later. Greg, you did a stellar job. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the hearts. And Marina, right now, she is listening through the universe, hearing you say happy birthday to her. Stay blessed, and we'll talk to you during the next webinar. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everyone.